Hey, this is Chris with TEXA, and today we are going to be doing a walkthrough of the IDC6 Marine software. Now today we are actually connecting into a boat. We have a Suzuki 300 AP that we are going to be using. But from here, let's get going on this. So we do have the ability to go diagnosis right here. So that'll bring you into outboard, PWC, inboard, and industrial engines. So you do have that full coverage with our marine software. We'll hop back real quick. You do have the ability to get into quick maintenance with this too. So if you ever want to see what we can do service reset wise on the boat, you do have that ability. Now there's another thing I do want to mention on here. You do have the ability to get into the favorites menu. So we can actually go in here and you can create your very own home screen. So we can do diagnosis, customer management, and then hit saved. And that's now your new home screen. So from here, let's get into the boat. So we can go into outboard. From here, we're going to go down to Suzuki. Click that, and then we're going to find the DF300 AP. Okay, so there it is. Now from here, we do have the ability to get into the engine as well as the lever configuration. So on this one, we do have a lot of data that's available outside of internet connection. So this tool does function as a standalone tool. The only thing that's really required for internet is if you want to use the AI functionality on this. So we'll start with the technical data. So with this one, we are able to provide a lot of information on this. We do have the ability to get into the timing chain. So we can actually see the whole setup on that and the components that are part of that system. We even give you the tightening torque specs on it as well, and the removal procedure. So from here we can go into your tech specs. So this is where we'll give you a full breakdown of the engine, the number of cylinders, the oil type required, spark plug required, and your gearbox oil as well. From here we can jump into the maintenance plan. So we do have the recommended maintenance plan for the first 20 hours, and then every 100 hours or every year, and then we have it every 200 hours. So it does give you a whole list of what is recommended maintenance on this boat. Okay. So from here we do have customer management. So that's going to be any of your saved reports, any recording, that's all going to go in there. I'll show you that in just a little bit. So from here we can go back to self-diagnosis. We can go into gasoline injection. So from here we can go into the movie clip, and this is going to tell you the exact cable that you need as well as the location of the connector as well. Okay, so from here we can hit next since we already are connected and the ignition is on, and we can jump right into this engine. Okay, so from here your main landing page is going to be on the fault codes, and since there are no codes present, one important thing to remember about when you're connecting into this is that no matter what boat you connect into, what engine you connect into, even generator, it's always going to look the same with your parameters, faults, activations, and settings. So that's never going to change. So from here we can jump over to parameters. So if you want to view any of your live data, we can jump in over here. So with this, you do have the ability to view these graphically too. So if you wanted to double tap, you can set it into graphs. So we can take a look at what we have going on here. Now with this, you do have the ability to filter this out too. So if you wanted to create an individual search group, you can actually go into the favorites. From here, you have the ability to search for it, or if you want to go in and just select what you want to see, you can set that too. So where this is really going to help you is if you've got an intermittent issue and you need to track down that problem, you can select the parameters that would coincide with it and then actually hit the record button. So then you have the ability to record those as well. Now another thing you can do with this too, so if you have multiple engines that you want to go into, you can actually hit the save button, and if you want to just view these parameters, you can actually save this as a search group and use it on multiple of the same engines. And then you always have the ability to edit this as well. Now if you need to print these, so if you need to show someone these specific parameters and what's happening, you could also hit that print button as well. So that way you have like a snapshot of what's going on with that engine. So from here we can go over to your status switches. So we can check everything out on this. And then from here we can move over to your ECU info, so we can see everything on this. And then from here we can go to activations. So activations are going to be essentially anything that we can make move, any tests we can run, that's all going to be in here. So if you ever want to know what any activations are doing, if they have the question mark icon lit up, you can actually click on that and it's going to tell you exactly what it is and if there's any initial conditions. So we do have the ability to get into the engine history on this. You do have your fixed ignition timing. So there's a lot of cylinder deactivations on these. You can get into the injector switch off. There's a lot you can get into this. So let's run real quick. Let's run the engine history on this one. So let's go into it. We can hit the play button and now we're going to go into it. All right. And now we're going to be running the engine history report. Okay, so now we can see the procedure is complete. We can hit confirm. Now we have the full report of the RPM ranges and the hours it's spent in it. So we do have our total operation time, and then we have the last operation time as well. From here you can hit continue and you can actually print out this report. Okay, so we'll just do a PDF real quick so I can show you what it's going to look like. You do have the ability to assign an operator. You could have this fully customized to have your full workshop data. You could have your logo on there. You have the vehicle data, and then you could see the full range of where everything's at. All right. So from here, we can go over your settings. So that's where if you had a new engine, you can go in and use that. So for now, we'll just pop back out. All right, so before I had mentioned the customer management. So this is where you would go if you had saved the file or if you've recorded anything. You'll be able to go in, enter the customer. So you can do the license plate number or whatever number you want to save the boat underneath. From there you can hit next. You can enter in the full customer information, hit save. Now you have this here, so you can actually go and select that. And then you can go right into it. So from here, if you wanted to tie a RO to it, you can go and hit the notes and add the RO to it. Oh, there you go. So we can do RO. Hit save, and there we go. And that's it. All right, and that way you can always go back to it if you need to. Another thing here is you could actually, if you snap out too far, you can always hit that drop down and you can go right back to it. Now, if you know you're going to be connecting to this boat multiple times, you can hit the star button. So that way you can hit the drop down, hit the section saved, and that's going to be right there. So that concludes our walkthrough on the IDC6 Marine software. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. If you want any more information, you can contact your local sales rep or visit any of our social media sites. And as always, thank you for staying up to date with all that is TEXA.